Have you ever lost hours writing retry logic, cron jobs and brittle state machines just to keep a long-running process alive for when something inevitably fails? Let's discover Temporal, a free open-source durable execution platform that lets you write code as if failure didn't exist. You write your business logic as normal code in your favorite language, such as Go, TypeScript, Python, and Temporal automatically saves the state of every step. If a service crashes, the network drops, or an API times out, your workflow just picks up exactly where it left off, with no lost progress and no manual recovery. It's the backbone behind reliable payments, order processing, and long-running jobs, and increasingly the AI agents at companies like OpenAI, Replit, and Cursor. To start using Temporal, you can use their cloud version with the Essentials plan starting at $100 per month up to 1 million actions, or apply to get free credits. You can self-deploy it for free by following the guide in the official documentation, or use a platform like ours, Elestio, to deploy it seamlessly on your server or the cloud provider of your choice. We handle the installation, backups, updates, and ongoing maintenance for you. To start using Temporal on our platform, head to ls.io and click on Login. Then deploy my first service, search for Temporal, and select. Choose between the different cloud providers available, regions based on the cloud providers, and service plans based on what you need. Then click on Next. On the final screen, you can rename the service, adjust more advanced settings, and choose between different levels of support. The first one is included by default. Once you're all set, hit the Create Service button. Once the installation is finished, you will receive this email telling you that your new service is ready. Let's follow the Get Password link. You arrive on Elestio administration dashboard for your new Temporal instance. You have the link to access the admin. The username is root and the password we can copy it to the clipboard. Let's follow the link, type root and paste the password, then sign in. We arrive on the administration dashboard for our Temporal service. Let's expand the left sidebar to see all the options available, and the main screen is the workflows that we have set up on our instance. What is hosted on Elestio is the Temporal service, the orchestrator, but the workers are your app code. It runs on a separate server. We will run it locally. Here we have example of workers. As I'm more familiar with JavaScript, TypeScript, I will go to samples TypeScript. I will clone this repository locally. So code and copy. Now in a fresh folder, I will run git clone and paste it. Let's open it and go into Hello World, the most simple example available. Now let's run npm install to install all the dependencies to run our worker. And then there are two things we want to run. One is the worker and the second one is a workflow execution. First, we want to target our orchestrator. So let's go into Hello World, source, and here we have worker.ts, and the example is targeting localhost, but mine is running on Elestio, so I need to change it. If you self-deploy it, you can keep a localhost. The URL is simply what you have here. So here it's open. I will copy paste it. All right. Now in the terminal, we can run npm run start.watch. You can see it's running. Then for the client, the workflow execution, we can go into client. But here the address isn't hard coded. You can see it's using load client connect config with config.connection options. You can check the documentation and tutorial to know what are the environment variables used. In another terminal, I will run this, setting the environment variable directly without an M file. I just replace the temporal address with the one I defined in the worker. So I copy, paste it. Perfect. Now it's trying to run it. And it failed to connect because on Elestio we have a firewall and only the right ports are exposed by default. To expose them properly from our Elestio dashboard, go to Security, Firewall, don't disable it, it's better to keep it, Add New Rule, Protocol TCP, and the right port is 7233. Currently, because it is a demo, we keep it open to all addresses, but for production purpose, I recommend you to restrict to IP address using the IP of your application running it. For now, we don't, we save, then click on Apply Changes. Now let's try it again. We can see Started Workflow and Hello Temporal. If we reload our dashboard, we can see we have one workflow completed. Perfect. Let's open it. If you are not familiar of what it means, a workflow is a to-do list that remembers which items are already checked off. Even if you get interrupted, you never redo a step or skip one. Here we have only a simple grid in the activity, but for real use cases, you could have charged the card, reserve the item, send the email. If anything failed during the process, it will start over where it failed, not from the start, and it will try until it succeeds. For AI agents that use many LLM and tools that can fail, that's super useful too. You can see the details of the workflow execution in the timeline and in event history. Our example is ultra simple, but you have the idea. Instead of workflows created by code, you can also create schedules. It's basically an advanced cron job. Let's create one. Hello world. Workflow type, it's an example. Workflow ID, we need to get it from our workflows. Let's copy it here. Task queue, let's name it hello. Input, you can add JSON. Here we need nothing, but you have the ID where you can add extra data and when you want to run it. So at a specified interval, let's say every 5 minutes, or based on the days of the week, days of the month, or a string for cron string. You can add an extra offset, but as we kept the 5 minutes interval, it's fine, and create schedule. Here it is, you can see the status is running and the upcoming runs are every 5 minutes. The great thing compared to simple cron jobs is it's running your durable workflow with full history, retries, and a UI to visualize them. On the left, you also have batch. You can see the history of all the batch operations you run. Say you ship a bug that left thousands of workflows stuck running. Instead of stopping them one by one, you can select them all with a single query and terminate them in one go with the batch feature. Same for resetting workflows after you failed and you brought a fix. Check the doc to learn how to run your batch. You also have integrations. For example, you can run the OpenAI Agent SDK to make your AI agents crash-proof, or export your metrics to Datadog or Grafana to monitor everything in dashboards you already use. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed discovering Temporal with us. Please hit the like button to help our channel be more visible to other open source lovers. Don't forget to subscribe to not miss our next platform overviews. If you want to continue your open source journey, watch this video, available here.